G'day there, mates. My name is Mr. Magilla-cutti, and welcome back once again to my channel. Today, we'll be continuing the story of God of War 2018. Now, where we left off last time, we made our way to the Dwarven Kingdom. Well, not Swarvenheim, but rather the one in Midgard, to find the ingredients needed for the legendary Dwarven armor, only to find that the Dwarven King himself was killed by his own people when they came back as Hellwalkers. So, enough of that. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? And cue the birds. I don't know why they do this. They just love to get attention, don't they? I'm not concerned with someone else I know, but I digress.
Better not be fighting with your brother again.
Just because he's gotten a little less annoying over the years doesn't mean I ain't got a customer base of my own to keep happy.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Well, you came back here, didn't you?
Fair point.
Okay, so let's hear from him. Now, are there any other goals that we need to do? No. No. Okay, so what we're going to do today is actually just look around for the treasure maps here. Now, a lot of these I may have to look up. But thanks to the ability of us being able to uh, being able to I'm getting the words to go between realms now, we should be able to find these easily. Okay, so we've got unstable ore, unyielding cinders. So I'm gonna go for this one here with the Oblivion Stone. Rise over the temple. Once the sun rises over the temple. Okay, so it's on one of the beaches by the sounds of it. So if I don't, however, have any luck trying to find it, I will have to look up a guide. Now, a couple of places I've recognized because one was actually near the face that was carved in the mountain, and the other one was the giant turtle in Freya's garden. Near the course of the giant on the beach I used to creepy.
Amir, why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if you mean to make your career as a counsellor to kings, you can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cruel piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us, knavish sprites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Uh-huh. Right, so we're gonna quickly go here because I think we should be able to take on that rift now. I know I said I was gonna look for the treasure map location, but I'm sure we can spare a couple of minutes for this yet. Once. Sorry. Computer system plate start going crazy on me. Hellwalkers.
Give him what for?
That was a heck of a lot easier now. Then again, I now have the Blaze of Chaos and a lot better equipment. So it was pretty much child's play, but still feels good nonetheless. Okay, we got that one already. Just gonna have a quick look up here in case we missed anything. I doubt we have, but can't hurt to look. Ah, yeah, this was fast as. Now, I also had a good look, and apparently there might be one more set of dragon tears out there, because when I used it on the, one sec please, used it on the, relic here, it still required one more dragon tier in order to level it up. So either there's one more dragon out there, or maybe I bugged up somewhere. But, well, too late to find out now. Something there.
Amir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Well, I can just tell you the story later.
I forgot he was gonna do that. Ooh, he's a big fella.
Enemies ahead!
That beat it. Jeez. Yeah, he reminds me of those other trolls that we faced inside Pier's vault. There we go. And boost. Ooh. Give me a sec, I need to have a look at what these birds want now. Sorry about all that. Alrighty. Here he is, Death Eater. Mother never mentioned this troll. Guess he never really did anything special to earn an interesting bedtime story. And now, he never will. I think we already been up here, but still gonna have a look. Still need to try and find that beach. The one with the troll corpse, apparently. Okay, God, this brazier has been lit. So no way down there. So it's pretty much me wandering around, having a look and see if I can find anything. You know, after another 5 minutes of looking, if I don't find the spot or anything near the spot, I will just have a look for a guide. I'm not one to give up so easily, but I don't want to waste my time just trying to find a single piece of treasure, you know? I think this led to the Valkyries.
Lemire, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge.
Yeah, so basically in this game, Odin pretty much got out his eye because Mimir fed him a bowl of magic mushroom soup. But in the actual lore of Norse mythology, Odin gouged out his eye to be fed to the as a sacrifice to Yggdrasil, the tree of life, in order to find a way for him to
That
prevent being.
dragon, it's Baldur's, isn't it?
Yes.
And you brought it down to save me?
It was very heroic.
As I was saying, he offered it up to Yggdrasil, the tree of life, in order to gain insight or discover a way to prevent him from being killed by Fenrir on the day of Ragnarok, the end of the world. And apparently he succeeded because Fenrir did kill him, but he was brought back to life. At least that's how the lore goes. I don't know the whole tale myself because I only read the footnote here and there. But there have been many moments from different games, different legends, etc., that tell the tales similarly but differently. But it always points towards he gouged his eye out in order to gain insight for a way to prevent him from being killed on the day of Ragnarok. But then again, in the Marvel series, apparently in the Marvel series, Odin lost his eye during a battle on, I think it was Jotunheim, against the Frost Giants. Ah, okay. Well, that answers that. That's what we're gonna auto dragon's camp. It's good to know. Alrighty. I'll have a look on one more beach, and after that, I'm just going to look up a guide.
Atreus, to me.
I'm coming! I'm coming!
Alright, Mimir, any more tales?
Mimir, I still don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then, I was young enough to still be ambitious. The Aesir gods were as powerful a force as I'd come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage counsel. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
Never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to contain him, to protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well, that's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
No, they're not that. And we got some permanent stat upgrade, so that's good. Yeah, so I don't see any nearby corpse, so just give me 2 seconds and I'll have a look online to see if I can find this map. So, dead and bloated. That actually looks like on a... I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. So, apparently, we need to go here, around here, somewhere, I believe. So, this way. Hopefully I'm right about the other locations. And with the Oblivion Stones, I can get from this, hopefully I can be able to upgrade that axe helmet that I've been holding on to for a while now. I'm sure I can get something stronger, but I'm going to stick with what I have. Huh? Have I not been back here? What? I must have missed that chest completely. Well, we completed another labor. I must have saw this before, but I completely forgot about it. Hopefully it's got the cipher in it.
Now we can decipher those Niflheim rings. And the
Nice.
Timberland is here too. You wanna go?
We will be going there, yeah, sure. Just not now. So I am slapping myself right now because I cannot believe I missed this. Especially since I think I have been here before. Whoa, okay, maybe I haven't been here before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't remember. But anyway, we can travel to Niflheim now. I will be doing that in a separate video. Miss. Anyway, glad I spotted it when I did. Bloody hell. I am the biggest idiot there is. I'm an idiot. Looks like it's not on this side here, it's on the other side of the bridge. Ugh. Well, I'm not sorry we came back this way. Just gonna go up here real quick to see if we can check if the braziers here have been lit, sorry. Because if you remember, there's still, yep, these ones have been lit. Ugh. Speak English properly. These ones have been lit. Somebody tells me I've never been to there before. I suppose we'll find out shortly. So I haven't. Anyway, glad I did come this way, even if I did go off in the wrong direction. Because of that, I was actually able to find that last cipher fragment, even though I've already been there before and completely missed it like a deal.
There it is again.
Any more tales from here? Well, the story just dark.
Okay.
It was.
What about the giant with 8 arms?
Starkath the Mighty, he was called. If the giants ever had anything so organized as an army, Starkath would have been their general. An opinion, in retrospect, I should have kept to myself. But no, as Odin's advisor, I kept him advised. And having bent his will towards Starkath's doom, there was no dissuading him. But even Thor wasn't stupid enough to take on Starkath on his own. No. Instead, the Aesir set forth slanders upon Starkath's name, branding him throughout the realms as a monster to be feared. They said he abducted an elf queen who killed herself rather than be ravished by the giant. Lies, of course, but you're too young for her story. In the end, even the Vanir gods and the armies of Midgard were roused to the cause. They surrounded Starkath, showered him with arrows until he was brought to his knees. He surrendered, hoping by trial he could clear his name. Thor took advantage and ripped off one of Starkath's arms, which only made it easier to sever another and another until he was satisfied. Relieved of 6 arms and too much blood, Starkath perished upon the battlefield.
Odin plotted to destroy Starkath after he and Mimir praised him as a potential leader of giants. They spread rumors and gathered a mob, and when he surrendered to clear his name, Thor murdered him.
I regret it to this day, you know. I told myself there was nothing I could do, but I wish I'd tried.
Okay, so we've got more of that Sphinx stuff we saw back in Alfheim. And a door that needs Winds of Hell. Let me open this way. Okay. Just need to aim it just a tad bit off. So I can at least hit the one that was right at the front and just enough to hit the one in the middle. I can drop the winds here. Can't get through there. Because I decided to actually take on the treasure map here because it led me to an island I haven't been, well, to a beach I haven't been to yet. Another treasure chest. Okay, I'm gonna need the winds of hell here. Get it? I see you. You're not spying on us, Odin. Okay. Right, down here. And yep. Okay, can't go that way. This way I can open up. So I'm gonna quite a few shortcuts here and there. Fuck elves. That's my fault. God, he was glowing red. Ah. Flipping coward. Come on, I'm right here. Wasn't that hard, but the guys were just tricky. Here's the giant here. And this is where the treasure is. Mm-hmm. A stone that hunkers for energy and absorbs it on contact. Coveted and hoarded by dwarves, used to upgrade pommels with life-draining damage effects. Found it in treasure caches. Yeah, we got this. Poor guy. I don't think that's Winds of Hell, but... Wait a minute. Did I actually come here at some point? I must... Unless... Unless this area was actually drained by when the serpent got up out of the water. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just gonna try something real quick. I doubt it will work, but no. Yeah, I think this was one of the beaches that we actually docked to do a side quest. Okay, so I can't take him in the deck because he already knocked that down.
Behind you, watch out!
Oh, that's right, the winds of hell are here. And we got a treasure chest, yeah. So in truth, I actually did visit this place, but I couldn't didn't visit the rest of it because it was still on the water at the time. Alrighty, so that wasn't a good idea. How did we get the gate down? Because I don't think I saw any chains on the other side here. No. Hmm. And to top off that other $1,000,000 question, how do we knock chains down from up there? Must go up there, but ah, 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 ah. Well, I found another checkpoint for the winds. Well, carrier, sorry. Ugh. Try that again. Trying to get him can only be open with the winds of hell. Alrighty. So, not that one. Alrighty, B and F, E. Okay, so I need that set start with N there. E and N. Did not see that there actually. Again, I was mostly covered in whatever that gunk is from the night elves. And righty, let's get this chest and kick down the rest of these chains. checking up on the chest real quick. Yeah, I got 2 right, just need an on now. It's good to know that I got the other one right. Ow. Back down we go. Okay. Let's again grab the Winds of Hell. Oh. Grips of Cursed Flame. Legendary. Lifelike activation. Chance to plant a 3-second delay firebomb on enemies. Ooh. Nice. Definitely nice. And a nice upgrade too. I think I'll take this one. Got a lot of the abilities in there upgrade. Alrighty. We found that one. Now let's go and light the rest of the towers here. Because why the heck not?
What's that down there?
I got it.
This is where the tower to Jotunheim should be.
Yep.
Feels strange somehow.
No doubt some arcane magics were involved. I would be not at all surprised to learn you were sensitive to that.
Alrighty, so a couple of braziers over there. I'll get you the same in there. Alright. Up we go. Okay, so let's see what's the name. What name is engraved on here? Because remember, the names of the Valkyries were engraved on these braziers.
Another name. Olrum.
The arcane runes. Perhaps we're meant to find something in Muspelheim and Niflheim.
That's actually an interesting thought. But I know we have to visit there at some point. Now, I know I played this game, but there are some things that I do and don't remember, like some causes, some reasons why people did such things, this and that. And sometimes I don't even remember some of the plot. Sad, but I'm just forgetful, and non-existent in real life too. I'm just worried that it might get worse at some later on in life. But you can only do what you can do. This is why I want to try my damn hardest to remember everything I can.
Another name. Gunnar.
Luna. That was the first one Valkyrie actually faced. Alrighty, on to the next tower. Okay, so that's pretty much 7 towers left, but we can't find the 8th one. Probably because it's the Jotunheim tower, and we can't climb up there yet.
Another name. Hilder. That's all the ones I see. How are we supposed to light the braziers on a tower that's not there?
That's exactly what I said. Alrighty, so Court of the Valkyries. Now we need to go to Freya's Garden, so located, I think that's the, we'll take here anyway, because we'll have to climb back up.
So Mimir, seemed like maybe you know Brock and Sindri.
Oh, the Huldra brothers.
Huldra?
Well, who doesn't? They're quite famous, or infamous, depending on your point of view. They crafted Mjolnir, you see. Thor's hammer, the Aesir's greatest murder weapon, the bane of giant kind.
They made Thor's hammer? I didn't think they'd like the Aesir.
Oh, I should say not. But this was long ago, and they were eager to make a name for themselves. Rather overdid it with that one, methinks.
Wow.
Brock and Sindri made Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. It made their reputation, but it also seems like they can't live it down. Yeah, eager to prove themselves, yet they turned out to create something that caused mass murder and everything else.
Hang on. Mimir, you called Brock and Sindri the Huldra brothers?
Aye.
But they're dwarves, aren't they?
Aye.
And Huldra are sprites of the forest.
Aye. Beautiful, seductive sprites of the forest.
So why would you call Brock and Sindri the Huldra brothers?
Oh, well, I now realize this would be a wholly inappropriate story for young and innocent ears.
Whatever.
Brock and Sindri are dwarves, but for some reason people call them the Huldra brothers after the beautiful forest sprites. Apparently, I'm too young to be told why. Yep, and eventually he decided to shut up there because if happens if I went Kratos would have just tossed his head straight into the lake straight away if he just mentioned uttered a single word. Yeah, so good job for not sticking your foot deep in your mouth, Mimir. Oh, wait. Bad choice of words. And there's quite a bit I do wanted to talk about God of War Ragnarok, but I'm gonna hold up
I'll see
on
what's up
that
ahead.
because it may contain a bit of spoilers. Alrighty, goals, maps. The title's tribute. By the leaves are red and the moss is green, I bury my treasure where the tortoise doth dream. So it's definitely around here. Here it is.
Found it!
Another Oblivion Stone. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna find the last Oblivion Stone, which is in here apparently. Hmm. Okay, so we need to go back to that cavern hole there. Uh, quite a few here and there need to go. And a couple of places I need to revisit again. But I think I should try and make my way to where Thor's statue is. Find that one, and yeah. And depending on whether or not I end the episode there, well, we will see. Thought for source for a second there, place I can use the gates, but nope, nope. And down we go.
So what do you think, Mimir? What does Baldur want with us?
Well, let's look at what we know. Baldur is Odin's finest tracker bar none. If he wants you, you have to consider the possibility that Odin wants you. And as for what Odin wants, on this I have some expertise.
What could we have that Odin doesn't? He's like the king of gods.
Of the Aesir, aye. But his reach is not unlimited. And where he cannot reach, he is preoccupied with going. He's certainly tortured me enough about it over the years.
Mimir thinks Baldur is tracking us for Odin, who wants to go where he cannot reach, but we can? I'm not sure if that also referring to reaching out towards Olympus, the ruins of Olympus, because, again, while Midas said Aesir gods, you have to remember there's also the other gods, not just in the Norse mythology, but Midgard. No, not Midgard. There's the Greek gods, because he must know Kratos may have went after them. No, Kratos did go after them. Sorry, I'm speaking nonsense. Point is that he probably knows of Kratos' reputation as the god of war who slayed the Olympian gods.
So, Odin wants to go where he can't reach. Are you saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Aye, it ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Mimir.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
If Odin and Baldur are trying to get to Jotunheim, and they think we have the answer, how did they know that before we even knew we had to go there? Mimir insists this makes sense. Mayhaps it's because Odin knew something beforehand about them. Or perhaps he found something that clearly showed that Kratos' path, or their path, would eventually lead them to Jotunheim. Just a wild guess. Alrighty, since I'm running short on time, we'll try and find this last treasure near the foot of Thor's statue. Now let's have a quick look at the map again. So we actually need to go near where his foot is. And that there is actually one of those, we need to go up there. So we might have to go behind the tower itself. So just to guess, I think we might have... Oh yeah, I see it. As I was saying, we have to do this climb, or the elevator up the Muspelheim Tower, and maybe the door on the back there is covered by rubble, so we should be able to open the doors to the back. Just a wild guess, but wild guess this is what we have at the moment. Now, I'm not if I recall it went directly to the Muspelheim Tower through the gate. But again, I did not know what this full statue was. Not completely, anyway. Okay, so I can't walk directly over there. Alrighty, let's get these gates open, doors open. Right, so we don't know I already been here. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot, guys. It's just my problem when I'm talking too fast. Unstable ore. A volatile substance that sparks on contact. Used to upgrade pommels with explosive damage effects. And we also got the Eye of Rage. Increases the rate at which rage is gained by 10%. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is actually use the gates one more time to, one, get another story out of him, and two, head near the next location where we need to go for one of the other chests. Actually, no, I'm going to use it just to go straight to Brock's shop. Because, yeah, I know I can take the boat ride, but I just want another story out of them here. Because we've been missing out on all of them because of the need. Not realizing we could have just used these straight away.
Okay. Tell me again how Odin knew we were going to Jotunheim before we did.
Odin is extremely clever, you see. Nearly as clever as he thinks he is. And he's a collector of prophecies. If it's about the future, he adds it to his collection. Helps him style himself as all-seeing and all-knowing. But of course, the idea is control. Control of the future, control of his fate. He'd control every realm of every land in every world if he could. Every potential pocket of resistance, he seeks to eliminate. Even if you've never posed a threat before, he may think one day you might. So you see, it's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right.
So in other words, Odin collects prophecies, tries to control fate by knowing the future. Maybe he thinks we'll pose a threat someday. Well, at least he knows we are looking for a way to Jotunheim. So yeah, he actually may, because of the collection of prophecies he has, knows that they have to go to Jotunheim before they even did. Because all they knew was they had to go to the highest peak in all the realms. But Frey never specifically said which mountain they actually had to go to. Was this a part of a plan or something else?
Something else we can do for you?
Nah, just glad you guys worked it out.
Ah. Well, I could say the same to you.
Ha!
I guess I was getting a bit full of myself.
Told him what he needed to hear, how's it sounds to me.
Just the same. I'm sorry for how I spoke to you, Sindri. You forgive me?
Already have. Like you said, it all worked out. Now, let us get back to work before I get sentimental.
Poor guy. Okay,
To work it is.
so let's quickly upgrade this. And it looks like we need an unstable ore for this, so that's actually good.
Blades has gotta sing now.
Yep. Okay. Go back and axe pommel.
Go chop some fuckers with that.
Language. Who am I complaining?
Have fun splitting heads.
Oh, we will.
You take care now.
We'll try. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Next time, we will be finding the rest of those treasures from the treasure maps. And afterwards, well, we'll see what we do. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and show your support for the channel. I very much appreciate that. And with that, I am gone. So thank you all again. And I hope you all have a very good day. Take care of yourselves. Drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye. Take care. Okay. Okay.